Isolation Nation, welcome to the Social Distancing Social Club, and watch this audio improve greatly.
Welcome once again to the Social Distancing Social Club. Be here with you. We have so many audio options, and I just wanted to show you how much we've improved as a society, technologically, spiritually, emotionally. We've evolved. We've evolved because we've been forced to look inward, not only at our audio settings, but also at our inio settings. And I think it's given us quite a lot to think about and to learn from. And on that note, somebody that gives me quite a lot to think about and learn from every day of my life. Please welcome my dog, Henry Horse. Henry, where are you?
Hey, I'm right here, everybody.
Henry is not around, so I guess we're going to go to the second leg of the quarantine, Steve Hofstetter.
Hello, everybody. Coming to you from my brand new studio. Built this downstairs. Been building this entire time. It has taken so much time. Please ignore the paint logo on the wall. That is just a sponsorship thing. That's not a virtual background at all. Hey, everybody. By the way, Ben, your audio still sucked after you upgraded it. I don't know what's going on. We will try to figure that out. So,
what does it sound like?
A tin can and a microphone in it.
Very weird.
Yeah. It is definitely weird. I don't know if your system's picking up your stuff. Anyway, point is, if you guys enjoy the show and you want to contribute to the fun to get Ben a microphone, I know what's going on. What you could do is you could Venmo us. Venmo us, top right of the screen. You could PayPal at laughfromhome.com. Or, of course, you could Super Chat. We always prefer Venmo or PayPal so YouTube doesn't take 1,000%. And for the privilege of using their service. And that said, now we are going to we're gonna go to Chris Bowers. Everybody, Chris Bowers.
Woo! Hey, what's up, everybody? Memorial Day weekend, which is in Indianapolis, is race weekend. We're missing race weekend, so I'm just going to drink a whole bunch this weekend and wear my stars and stripes. That's what we do on Memorial Day weekend in Indianapolis. So Carb Day in the race is basically today, so that's what we're doing. So, well, Carb Day was yesterday, but anyway, it's a whole big weekend in Indy that people are missing.
Do you say Carb Day?
It's called Carburation Day, and I know every day for me is Carb Day, but at the track, it's called Carburation Day, and that's the last day they work on the cars, and they race them around the track, and 100,000 people just go get drunk in a field. It's really fun. It's a
I was just about to say, calling it Carb Day in Indiana is so confusing.
Yes. It should be called Bowers Day.
Well, yeah. That's, in some circles, that's exactly what it's called. Anyway, we got a great show today. Queen Rachel is here. Queen Rachel, how excited are you?
Hi, Queen.
I want to make a joke about my sound not being the worst one today, but it might be still.
Yeah, I think it still is. What is going on? We also had a great session today where we taught comedians how to use Zoom and sound and stuff. And Ben, you had a microphone during that session. What did you do?
You sounded great. You sounded great for that one.
This is right here, and I upgraded my Spectrum Wi-Fi 2 days ago to the top plan, 1 gigabyte of download speed. And literally, they just did a sound check as their speed test as they're here, and I'm now at 5 gigabytes of download speed. So there's a big problem. I'm doing this off my thing. How does it sound now?
Tap the microphone so we can see if that's the one. That is not the one that you're using. That's why.
Oh wait, how about now? Wait, no, but that was before. How about now?
Does it sound significantly better now?
It does, although you sound like you're a kidnapper.
Yes.
Let me just tell you something right now. Put the social distancing social club in a basket.
Look, Ben, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want, but let me tell you, I have gathered a series of skills. What is it? What's the?
I have
a very particular set of skills.
Give me back my show.
A nightmare for people like you. Yeah, give me back my show.
If you
okay,
see the
Ben, this is why.
Again,
this is the first sound check Ben's been to, but it's during the show. I don't know what's going on, Ben. The sound check is before the show. People don't tune in for the sound check. That's not what this is about.
No. I was actually here for sound check for the first time today. I was here before Steve, and look what happens. I show up for sound check, and it's a nightmare. If you want to see the sound check alive again, you will do what I tell you to do.
I was here a half hour ago. I just had my camera off. I was listening to you fuck up sound check. I was here.
Yeah, dog.
All right, so we had a great overnight game, guys. It was super fun. The overnight game was to, I didn't write it down. It's to a natural disaster, a comedian. Was disaster a comedian? That's what our overnight game was. So basically take a comedian, put him into a natural disaster. So Lola had Eddie Blizzard, I thought was funny. Smash had Mitch Hindenburg. Jeremy Day had Eugene the Levee has failed due to flooding. Dun Talk had Jerry Seinfeld down the sinkhole, and my favorite, and there were two people, another Chris and Jeremy Day had this, but because of one of our guests today, Hurricane Katrina Davis. I thought that was the winner. I liked that one a lot. Hurricane Katrina Davis was the one I liked.
Also, I love Dennis 3 Miller Island from Smash the Samurai. Pretty solid.
Which, by the way, 3 Mile Island, almost as bad as having to sit through a Dennis Miller show these days. But that said,
let me just say, I regurgitate Fox News talking points, okay? Scuddly poodly poop.
By the way, I think
none of your voices are going to work in the kidnapper voice. You can't do impressions in a kidnapper voice.
Change your. Oh my God, this is hilarious. Unless your impressions are of someone with a much deeper voice than yourself, then it'll work. Yeah.
Yeah, baby. This is Barry White. How's audio better?
Ben, what happened?
God damn, this is 52 shows for 51 of them.
52 shows in, and you're just like, hey, why don't I do this on a speak and spell and see if it works better?
How does it sound
my
now?
background right now is set to Ben's audio. So,
how does it sound now?
Still
is the
terrible.
audio better now?
No, are you? Is this a bit? Are you fucking with us? Is this what you're doing? Is this your opening?
Did you
This
put
is a
a
bit.
Did you put a wool hat on and you're like, I'm gonna see if I can sound like I'm wearing a wool hat as well?
Did you swallow?
How's the sound now?
That's better.
It's better. It's echoey, but it's better. It's fine. Yeah.
Oh,
It's not too echoey. We'll use this.
AirPods. I can go AirPods.
Ben, we're done. We're going with this. Ladies and gentlemen, it's so great to have. We're gonna play a game. Now he's
Can you tell me when we're live?
Holy shit.
Just tell me when we're live.
Yeah, Ben, I honestly don't know if you can co-host the show today. This is insanely bad. Okay, so that said, Bowers, what's the game today?
The game today is our favorite. We're on the fourth member of the quarantine we just introduced, but it's autobiography of Queen Rachel. What would be the title of Queen Rachel's autobiography? That's today's game. So again, as always, if you want to be in the game, $5 or more in the Venmo or the PayPal or Super Chat, even though they take 37%. So for YouTube. So if you put that in the I already explained it. You'll be in the contest to win all of our albums and get a ticket to the front row. So come do that. It's autobiographical. I had it. I tried to say it again. And
I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example of a title of the autobiography of Queen Rachel. The book would be called Autobiography, the autobiography of Queen Rachel.
Fair.
Which is my favorite book. So feel free. It's going to be 8,000 mispronunciation jokes. I cannot wait. And 3 about eyebrows. That said, ladies and gentlemen, we also have some great comedians joining us today as well.
Yep, we got two great comedians. We have a returning champion, Katrina Davis. Say hello, Katrina.
Woo! Woo! Hi! Hold on, it's doing it. Hi! How are you? Can you hear me?
We
can hear you.
Well, as she is known better now, the Hurricane of Comedy.
Oh my goodness. That joke will follow me for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's what happens when you were named for a hurricane that happened after you were born.
Right.
That is the.
I don't know if I told this on this show before, but I met a girl once named Siri after Siri came out, and she said that's awful because people ask her questions all the time because they think it's funny. But I met a dude in 1990 who was like a senior in high school, or no, I'm sorry, I met him in 2000. He was born in 1990, and his name was Email. It was EMALE, but they named him before email was a thing, and his name was Email.
No, email was totally a thing then.
And it
They
wasn't
just
in
didn't know what it
Galway?
was.
I'm saying I don't remember the name. I'm just knowing Email wasn't widely known before when this kid got
definitely
named.
wasn't widely known.
Oh,
look,
no.
but here's the thing: hurricanes. That's always a weird thing about hurricanes. is that each year they're like, whose lives can we fuck up? I don't mean the actual hurricane. I mean the people who name hurricanes. Every one of them has a name that people have. Like, it's just so shitty where if you're just from Florida and your name is Andrew, people just hate you for 3 fucking years.
Well, we study hurricanes so much that everyone tells you when it's coming. So people would come to my dorm and be like, Katrina, did you hear? Like, the next hurricane's going to be named after you. And it was so early before that I was like, I hope it's the gnarliest hurricane ever. Like,
oh, shit.
Oh, bitch ass. Like, I didn't want to be a bitch ass hurricane. I didn't want to be like some lame hurricane. And then everyone just thought I was a witch for like 3 years. So.
By the way, 2 days after Hurricane Katrina hit, I'm on the road somewhere listening to some local radio station as I'm driving, and these guys literally, I'm not exaggerating this whatsoever. This is a quote where they're playing some news report telling us about Hurricane Katrina. And then right after they go, but stay tuned after this rock block because it's going to be a hurricane of fun. I was like, what? You just told us how many people died. You just told us how many people died. And they were like, yeah, but after this commercial break, more people are going to die. Like, it was fucking terrible.
People feel like our listeners don't need a gap for puns and misery. Right into it. Like,
yeah. You know what they say? Comedy equals tragedy plus tragedy. Right? Isn't that the phrase?
Speaking of great names, we have a second comic. Stephen Furey is here. Stephen Furey, everybody. How you doing?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Trying to get the video. There it worked. Yeah, what's up? Happy to be here. Still looking for my 2 drink tickets. Rachel didn't give them to me. Do I go to the bartender and say I'm on the show? Or what?
Stephen, actually, the funniest part about this show, I wear a jacket every show, and I swear to God, 9 times out of 10, I put my hands in the pockets, and there's drink tickets in the pockets of all of my jackets because I just have tons of them. I'm like,
that's because of how many shows you've done with me where I'm like, I'm not going to use these drink tickets. You want them?
Oh, no, for sure. That's what happens. I only book sober people on shows I do so I can have their drink tickets. That's all I really care about.
I just can't believe Bowers has drink tickets left over.
Yeah.
Well, I feel bad. You're supposed to get 2. I feel bad doing 7. I don't, when I'm hosting the show.
Yeah, I also love that our comedians are like the storm and the fury. Like, it's phenomenal. You guys actually sound like you're like a morning radio team. You guys listen to Storm and the Fury. Yeah.
Welcome to Texarkana, Storm and the Fury. Yeah.
I was checking with the traffic report. The traffic report brought to you by El Pollo Loco. These fatalities brought to you by El Pollo Loco.
I love that Ben's problem is his mic. His camera is still off and his mic is still on. How is this?
He's like, if you can't see me, can you hear me better? No, it's not like when you lose a sense, the other sense gets better, Ben.
Ben is the daredevil of the show.
This is why I'm doing that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, got it. Okay, because someone who has not agreed to be on camera.
Ben, did you just have them blow into your internet tubes? Is that what they did? Is that their
Excellent.
This feels
All
like
right,
how Bean did Kevin and Bean from his home in Portland for like 20 years.
That is a wonderful reference to the people watching this from Los Angeles. But for the rest of the audience,
that was
you
a
don't get that.
National podcast. Very, very popular national radio, iHeartRadio podcast. Tell us in the comments if you guys know what Kevin and Bean is if you're not from California.
Better yet, tell us in the comments if you don't know what Kevin and Bean is. That's going to be more fun.
Better yet, tell
ladies
us in
and
the
gentlemen,
both ways.
Tell us in the comments if you are Kevin and Bean, because that show has been canceled. So that said, ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome our wonderful audience. We love you guys. We're very happy to have you every single time. Ladies and gentlemen, say hi to Jessica, to Zara, to Lola, to Chris. Thank you for joining us. We're happy to have you here, and throw your cameras on so Ben can see how to do it. So that said, I do want to ask the guests some questions, but should we go to a set first?
Yeah. Would we have anything coming in real quick, Rachel, before we go to the first comic?
We have a lot of game entries, and I do have a question. Does somebody else want to read my game entries? I can share the document with one of the hosts if you guys would rather read them.
Your audio is actually. I see.
I think part of it might be fun to watch you read them. I think that's part of it. I don't know.
I think that would be phenomenal,
Okay,
especially
we'll do that.
if the names are long and difficult.
That's
Purposefully
rude.
to fuck
If you
with
want, I can read them. I can also read them.
Yeah. By the way, Rachel, if you want to copy and paste the Word document, but then use a font that just has cutout magazine letters, and then we'll be able to read them.
I'll read them for $10,000 on the
Ben, you are the bane of my existence. You know that, right?
Oh, then when you're down there in that tunnel thing, you're in the pit now, aren't you, Bowers?
I always knew it was a matter of time before Gleib descended into becoming a supervillain, and it's happened on the show live. That is incredible.
After he lost the election, it just went downhill.
Yeah. Don't worry, that was my fault. We've learned that on the show. It's my fault that he lost.
I can talk even more like doing like this, and I
You know
can't
what? You're making this. And no, yeah, Bane didn't have a kazoo. Just a heads up.
If Bane had a kazoo, he would have had a better childhood and he wouldn't have had to kill anybody. But, you know.
Yeah, he's like, I was born in the 4th grade. So that said, no, this is painful to hear. Yeah, Taylor, keep your finger on that mute button if you would. And that said, I think it's time for Rachel. Unless we have anything to catch up on, it's time for a comic.
The only one that came in was Duncock, $5. Looking forward to Ben's manifesto.
Nice.
All right, well, we'll bring our first comic up. This is our 3rd time on the show. You guys absolutely love her. That's why we have her keep coming back. She's absolutely amazing. You've seen her on AGT, and Time Out called her one of the comics to watch. Give it up for Katrina Davis one more time. Katrina Davis.
Hello. Thank you guys so much for having me back. Oh, speaking of manifestos, my birthday was yesterday, and me and the Unabomber have the same birthday. Geminis, am I right? But I just always think about that. So happy birthday to him. I woke up yesterday and I didn't have water for my birthday. Like, they do that sometimes in my apartment. I'll wake up and there's just no water. But just because of the pandemic and because everyone's home, now every time that it happens, I don't know if I don't have water or if we don't have water. Like, I'm afraid we're all using it up. Like, every time it happens now, I'm like, do I have to put on bike chains to get the last gallon of Arrowhead at Target? Like, what's happening? I'm just like at a new level of alert. It's super fun. I did have a great day yesterday. It was pretty righteous. I have kind of just been like, focusing on myself, trying to reflect getting older. Like, that feels pretty cool. I did realize that I'm 5 years older than the last time my friend dated a girl older, and we just talked about how soft her skin was all the time. So that's something that I'm settling into. Like, the other day, I just remember like being younger and my friend was dating a girl that was 28. And we were like, Edie's 28. Like, that's insane. And Edie's a child now. So that's something that I've been working on. Like, that's pretty fun. I do want to take a moment to thank like Steve, everybody, like Bowers, everybody that puts on this show, because I did a Zoom show that got bombed by tiny racists the other day. Like, we got hacked by a bunch of tiny young people that hate Black people, which sounds more adorable than it is, because it's just people that are too small to legally beat up. That was something that I had to grapple with in yoga the next day. But it was weird because I felt bad for the host because he was also Black. So they just like zeroed in on his square, and like it kind of made me miss my ex-boyfriend. He's not racist at all. He just played a ton of Call of Duty, and then that's the last time I heard the N-word yelled rapid fire that many times. It was super fun. But like, I felt so bad for the host because he was doing that thing where he was like obviously trying to start a charity show still. So he's like trying to be like, it's okay, everyone. And like the whole Zoom just had the vibe of like a battered mom at dinner trying to act like everything's okay. Like we're all upset. Like let's just like sit in this for a second. Like this is not... I am not ready to pass the peas yet. But it did make me feel for all of us in general when we have to deal with racism in public, because like I said, it was a charity show. So it was us and like 60 people that are working to like give meals to healthcare workers and like bring free food to them while they're working these crazy shifts like that. And you could feel the weight of their white guilt slowing down my Wi-Fi. Like it wasn't even their fault. Like, it just made me feel so bad for just like all of us. And it made me realize that like in the world right now, especially like white people are just working in the warehouse. Like they're all just working in the same warehouse, and all of the white people that aren't racist are just trying to keep that board that says like blank days since a racist incident and there's just like dudes in their warehouse like drinking on scaffoldings, and they're like, what the fuck? Like some guy like walks by from checking in receiving, like Steve's dad who like adopted a Black child is like, what the fuck happened to the board? Like I'm over here living my best life over here. Like what even happened? So I don't know. I just feel bad because like I realize it's not technically your fault, but like they're wearing your uniform. You got to help us out. So that was a fun experience. Yeah, no, this has been great. I did have another realization about the pandemic in general, just about our parents, because I feel like it's a great, like, it's just like shown me so much how we come full circle with our parents, because I feel like you're like super young and your parents know everything. And then you're a teenager and you feel like they know nothing. And then you're in your 20s and you're like you guys kind of know some stuff. And now all of my friends are like, treating their parents like toddlers they're trying to keep alive. They're just like 70-year-old men. They're begging, wear a mask when they go to Costco. And I just feel like we've all come full circle. So, yeah. Thanks, guys.
Oh, my God. Katrina Davis. Awesome. Very cool.
As always, the tip jar is open. Katrina has one of the highest tipping records of anybody on the show. So let's see if we can keep that up. You can do so top right of the screen in Venmo. You can PayPal laughfromhome.com, or you could super chat if you so please. Please do that and support Katrina. That is
Katrina,
that
such
is
good
solid bit. Holy
such
shit,
good stuff. I love the warehouse one. And what's cool is we've been doing more Zoom stuff, and so we're starting to find out that we all kind of do have the same quarantine jokes or pandemic jokes, and so when you see ones that are original and complete, that's great. I mean, that's such a good joke. And it reminded me when I was in high school, I worked at Kentucky Fried Chicken, and we had these big blocks of shortening, and you would like cut them with just a big rectangle knife with a circle on one side, and you would just cut the shortening and put it in the cooker. Well, we had these two dumb cooks, Terry and Billy Joe, right? And Billy Joe, Terry was real stupid. Terry put his hand on the block of Billy Joe, not Billy Joel. He put his hand on the shortening, and when he used the knife, he cut his thumb off. right?
No!
So it was terrible. We had to put it in ice, take him to the hospital, blah, 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 blah. The next week, I'm not cheating, this is a true story. The next week, Billy Joe is telling us how stupid Terry is, and as he's telling the story, he cuts his fucking thumb off telling the goddamn story because he forgot. And then, so we had to take the board in our office and go from 5 days from an accident to 0. So that totally hit me in the heart because I've seen that happen in real time.
Also, like every time I see an old white person trending on Twitter, I'm just like, well, I hope they died, because otherwise they said something.
No!
Right?
That's so horrible to think of reading about Fred Willard with relief. Like, oh, okay, good. He just died.
No, every now and then, like there's someone who you're like, oh, I know they didn't say something. Like with Fred Willard, like he was trending, and I was like, oh, that's sad. He probably
that
died.
angel, yeah.
Yeah, most of it's one of these things. It's like best case scenario, it's their birthday. Middle case scenario, they died. Worst case scenario, they said something to Charlemagne and on his show yesterday.
Yes, exactly.
So, yeah.
Why did they have them on?
Yeah.
Katrina, I also loved your set so much.
The ghost
I'm
of Ben
a little
Gleib
bit
is on the
afraid,
show.
But thank you.
He just pops in to compliment you like Bane and leaves again.
Yeah, just so you know, Katrina, a white guy wearing a mask and a ski cap really enjoyed your material. Just making sure.
Oh my goodness. Honestly, I've dated worse for longer. It's fine.
I'm not an animal, I'm a human being!
Could you just turn it down a little bit, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening there. We
Bane
did a
only
Zoom
has
session
one
this morning. We did a Zoom session this morning that was basically tips and tricks for comedians to use Zoom better. And Ben's audio and video was fucking perfect on that, which makes this even funnier. But let me just say this. I'm gonna rant for a little bit here. So we had 200 people sign up for the session. We had 35 show up. 35 comedians out of the 200 people who signed up for it. And by the way, we vetted that list. We vetted that list so that it was only professional comedians were allowed in. And over 150 different professional comedians were like, hey, you know what? Learning how to do digital shows is going to be real important, but also so is sleeping in till 1 on a Saturday. So I don't know what we're going to do here. It's fucking amazing. We saw yesterday on the show where someone opened their set by saying like, oh, this is the last Zoom show I'm going to do. And she's probably right. Honestly, she's probably right. Because that is a self-fulfilling prophecy. This is the new fucking wave, and we're going to figure this shit out. And it pisses me off when comics just don't understand how to be professionals. There's nothing funny about it.
You have to understand the self-fulfilling prophecy. Prophecy will be self-fulfilling if you don't obey the new rules of the new Zoom reality.
I'll be honest, I've been picturing Ben in a Guy Fawkes mask this entire time. So I'm just glad it's actually happening.
Hey, that Guy Fawkes, am I right? So
remember, Dick, the May with pandemic.
Yeah.
Well, what's funny, Steve, to your point, I think it's funny the people that are still fucking up life. Like, I have my friend Sarah, she's been on the show before. Her phone keeps dying in her apartment. We're FaceTiming. You're by an outlet. You're at home. What the fuck is wrong with you? How's your phone keeps dying? Like, the minute she's like, oh, sorry, my phone died. I'm like, plug it in. You're at home. What are you doing?
It might be on purpose.
No, it's not. By the way,
Rachel from long distance.
No, Rachel, for you, I know that's when I cut out. Sorry, same thing, right? That's why your internet's bad. Your internet's terrible every day. Sure. Oh, I can't understand what you guys are saying. But I'm saying, no, she literally is like, I'm so sorry. Like, she'll call me back on her iPad and be like, my phone died. I'm like, just plug it in, man. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You live in a one-bedroom apartment.
That's because she's 21 years old, Bowers.
she's 26. She's 26.
But seriously, you have to know your own strengths and weaknesses. Like, I hate plugging my phone in, so I got one of those kinetic chargers so that when I put my phone down on my desk, it just charges, so I don't have to think about it. Like, you have to figure your shit out. But Bowers, you're exactly right. The idea of people like not knowing what's going on now when all you have is time to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Right.
That's all we have.
Steve does the same thing for masturbating now. He doesn't even have to touch himself.
Yeah, I just use a kinetic charger. I just put my dick down on the desk. Look, technology is unbelievable now, guys. And if you don't believe me, you can consult my magic fortune-telling ball.
Steven, do you have a comment?
Oh, I just love how people are worried about like 5G towers, but Hofstetter has a mini Chernobyl next to his bed.
Well, I'm not
5G.
worried about
I
fucking
don't know what
5G
the
towers.
hotspot he puts his head on.
Steven, we microwaved ourselves a long fucking time ago. Like the idea, and I love that because people will be afraid of that. People are like, oh, I'm so afraid of 5G. It's like you were afraid of 4G 2 years ago till you realized it was faster than 3G, motherfucker. Like you keep making up what you're afraid of and then realizing it's convenient and be like, oh, it turns out that was nothing at all. I'll be afraid of the next thing.
We all know that 5G was responsible for 9/11.
So that was 9G.
Bane Gleib. Bane Gleib's his name. Bane Gleib now. But on the other side of that, Steve, to the other side of that, I was talking to my dad yesterday, and he told me that when he was a kid, he was like 9, so it was like 1950 something. He was born in 48, so 57. So he had a wart on his toe. So what they did was they took him in a room and they wrapped his toe in lead, except for one little circle, and they blasted it with X-rays till it fell off. But they didn't put any lead over the rest of him, right? And so like. They used to use
toes all over his body.
Right? They used to X-ray your feet at the shoe store to make sure your feet fit in your shoes. That was a thing they did at Buster Brown Shoes. So like they used to put radiation in shit because they thought it was good for you. So I mean, we have fucked up in the past with technology. I mean, I don't think 5G's
absolutely.
that.
I'm not saying that everything.
I knew your dad very well. His soft confessions made me sleep easy like a baby at night.
I love
the idea
just has
that
like a Eyes Wide Shut party going on next door.
Yeah.
Merch from it.
By the way, Steven, this is the most normal he's been on the show. That's the weirdest part of this whole thing.
I have no idea what's going on. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
with you.
Katrina's been on the show before. She's like, yeah, this is just how the show works.
Yeah.
This is how the show works.
Welcome, Fury.
What up, Doc?
Storm and Fury in the morning.
Yeah.
Fire.
We want to get to Katrina's tips?
Yeah,
Yes.
let's get to Katrina's tips. That'd be great.
So we've got Jan Johnson started us out, $5. I love Katrina. We have Heather Scott, 50 Canadian. Happy birthday, Katrina. I snuck on at work just so I could send some love your way. I can't wait to go back and actually listen to your set later.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you. Hey, Heather.
We have Dun Talk, 25 Canadian. Happy belated birthday, Katrina.
Thank you.
Tyler
Wait,
Stevens.
they're giving me more than the money. That's more money than my
Canadians,
money, isn't it?
Canadians
No,
less
it's less.
money.
Oh, I still am
$5
happy.
No, I know you're from Florida, but they have the same currency as the rest of the country. Be like $50 Canadian dollars. It's like 80 Floridian. That's incredible.
What's that in Coinstar receipts?
You have.
She doesn't have Venmo. She has Coinstar on her phone. That's how broken Florida she is.
I get that shit direct.
Says right here, look, Dave actually gave you $40 in bath salts. So that's going to work out nicely.
That offsets my budget. You laugh now. I'm saving.
Carrie M just gave you
quarantine.
Carrie M just gave you 3 alligators, so I think you're fine.
Bath salts are a wonderful way to season someone's face.
Holy shit. This whole thing was a bit. We knew it was a bit.
Oh my god.
All right. Tyler Stevens, $3 for Katrina.
Thank you.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Sorry about that.
His hostages are trying to get free.
I've never seen the villain drop his phone and be like, "Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to."
Yeah. Be like,
I was explaining my evil plan. I dropped my phone.
Anybody have insurance on an iPhone we can use for this? Sorry, Rachel, go ahead.
Dave Adler, $5. Awesome set as always, Katrina.
Thank you, Dave.
We've got Chris Jacobs, 10 Canadian. Absolutely hilarious. I loved it.
Thank you.
By the way, I think some of these people tipping you in Canadian are not Canadian. I think they're just.
Hey, y'all can switch. It's fine.
Powers laugh. I love it so much.
By the way, I love that none of us even commented on Bauer's Memorial Day jacket. We just accepted that this is a thing, or maybe we're just so distracted by Guy Gleib over there.
Well, I love that I'm the supervillain, yet Bauer's the one who laughs like.
While draped in the American flag.
Well, I know that he's technically covered in stars, but this is one of his more subtle jackets. Like, this is like neutral
No one
for
has
Bowers.
disrespected this country so much since Roseanne sang the anthem.
Bowers has worn that jacket to 3 funerals. Like, what are we even talking about?
I'd use 3 flags to stitch this together. It's a lot of fabric.
By the way, before we started, I said to Bowers, I was like, "Oh, happy 4th of July." He goes, "Oh no, it's Memorial Day weekend," and I was like, "Oh, it is? I didn't realize we had Monday off." Like, it's just I had no idea that this was a holiday weekend. Because how the fuck does that change anything?
True, they're all holiday weekends.
Yeah. Sorry, Rachel. What else we got?
We've got Jessica in our live audience, $25. Katrina,
thank
you're
you,
fierce.
Jessica.
You always keep it current. You're always bringing something on the table. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Katrina. Keep coming back.
Thank you.
man.
We've
That
got
is
Zara
up to
in our
us.
live audience.
But also, sorry, keep coming back.
Zara in our live audience, 20 Aussie. We love you, Queen Katrina. As someone who's been researching COVID-19 since November 2019, thank you for the original pandemic jokes.
Thank you.
We have Cara Layton, $5 for Katrina. Thanks so much for making me laugh. It's been a rough week. I enjoy you. Happy birthday.
I will hold this show hostage until Cara Layton donates $5 to Katrina.
That just
You
happened.
just did?
Yeah.
You just did
Yes.
that? Okay, my mistake. Go, carry on.
We have Lola, tipped $5 for Katrina from my white guilt.
Lola! Thank you. And I'm sorry.
And then we have Tasha, $5, sending a little Tampa love your way. Happy belated birthday.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you.
And then we have some generals.
Yay.
We had
Which generals do you have?
the little one.
Oh, little tiny ones. How beautiful. Wonderful.
We've got Catherine, $15 to the show to offset a few of those YouTube fees. That's
Oh
very
God,
sweet.
stop that, Steve. That is weird. I can see
Oh my God.
Oh my God. No, actually, do that again because that was creepy. That was fucking creepy. It's like, oh God damn it.
Wait,
How
hold
did
on.
you do it?
Wait, I'll make it better.
Imagine if that's how he dies. He just chokes on that thing, and we can see it go down his throat into his stomach.
Oh my God.
We just don't know. There's just a hole in his throat.
Yeah.
We think it's a bit and he's dying.
Yeah. Choking to death in the beach. of
What
the
about with
Bahamas.
that big guy behind you?
The supervillain shot me. Oh no, I don't have that one. I haven't done that, but I'll do it with the caveman.
We got it. Okay. It's good. Okay, porque es
Oh God.
Can you do that with Vigo from Ghostbusters?
Possibly. But Ben, just a heads up, you are not muted. So
He was
here,
doing
I
that
can
on
do it with
purpose. Oh God.
Oh my
Oh
God.
no.
That's so bizarre.
Oh man.
Weird. Quit it. Oh God.
I learned a lot from this scene.
No. This is
Oh, is it a bottle cap of like Sprite?
No, it's a little green ball, but it's the same color as a green screen. So it allows me to do fun shit. Yeah, it's very dumb.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Ben's got his... Oh, shit. He's going to use his tools to help the guys.
He's trying to show the guys what's in the box.
Oh, he's going to show what's in the box, but not us. What a dick. Oh, my God. Don't look at the box, fellas. It's going to melt your face. It's going to melt your face. Don't look at the box.
Oh my gosh.
Increíble,
That's
¿no?
how that.
Increíble.
By the way, that's how I got the hole in my mouth. I looked at the box, and that's.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
the idea of two Spectrum dudes watching this show with zero context, like what? Holy hell.
Yeah. It's just
They're
the weirdest OnlyFans page.
They're gonna draw straws the next time they see Ben's address. They're like, I'm not going back to that apartment. What the fuck is up with that dude?
By the way.
Yeah, can you imagine the story they're going to tell when they get home? They're going to be like, oh, my God, you're not going to believe what happened today at work.
So
The
first
idea,
he had
like-
on this vendetta mask, like, and I'm not even done. Like, what?
Yeah, you closed with the vendetta mask. You
No.
don't-
That's pure. That's purely offensive now, Ben. You have crossed the line. So
You're right. My bad.
I just love the idea that, like, the running joke is always that, like, if you call the cable company, it'll take forever, and, they send people, and you don't know if the service is going to be good. And now the joke's going to be the other way around. Now the joke's going to be about us calling them. And they're just going to be like, yeah, when you go, you never know if someone's going to be in a Guy Fawkes mask and a Bob Ross wig and, wearing a Trump hat with a gun on his shirt. Like, you just never know.
Yeah, that's not the best. Is that a
Especially
band?
if you don't know who the Black Lips are. I didn't even put that together. Oh my gosh.
Right? Like, I thought under the gun it was going to say matter, like Black Lips Matter, and it was a joke
Oh,
shirt.
God.
Oh, God.
God.
Hey, Katrina, you want to reset that clock if you tear the page off?
I'm gonna.
I recommend a chalkboard. That's probably the easiest.
Honestly, it's the best.
Keep a
Well,
bucket with a sponge handy so you really get all the
Yeah.
chalk off.
Well,
That's the trick.
You only need the numbers 1 and 2 because you're never going to get further than 2 days out. So you don't need all the numbers even, just the number 1 and the number 2, and you're good.
You just need 2 plastic numbers. I think you need a 0 and a 1. I think that's all it is. Just use the 1 for not even the complete day. It's just the 1. It's just that's the day you're in, and then when it happens, you put up the 0, and then that's
Like, what's that one for? Oh, that's for good afternoons.
you're like that's for when presidential candidates sleep in.
I just hope you can fix the internet for my boy. My boy needs
Oh my God.
the internet.
What is he doing?
It's fixed. It's fixed. Oh, I love you, Boobala. Boobala.
Katrina, do you have multiple of those pages that we could because I would like to add one now for old Jewish women.
Wait,
It's
whose
an
phone
old
is
tiny
that?
Who has an old school phone?
Spectrum, can I help you? Is it Spectrum Communications? May I help you, please? Yes? Go ahead. Go ahead, yes?
What the fuck is actually happening right now?
Ben, they better be able to fix your internet because they're never coming back. Like, either they fix it now or it's done.
Yep, totally.
He's gonna have a hazard charge or something.
Yeah.
Oh my
He's
God.
gonna have a bunch of service. He's gonna have a bunch of charges. It's gonna be like $120 for a monthly charge, $199 for installation, $200 for audience. Like it's just gonna be
For shenanigans.
yeah,
Shenanigans?
exactly.
General
Shenanigans always
Narduel,
cost extra.
$400.
Yeah. Oh my God. Rachel, do we have any to catch up with?
Yeah, just a couple. So we had another tip for Katrina come in from Joseph, $5. Katrina for not being the present disaster.
Hey, thank you.
We had Tyler Stevens Venmoed. I thought that the person in Ben's office was a new prop. Kind of is.
Oh my God! One of the vintage ladies came to life. It's what he's been wishing for.
And then we had Done Talk, $5. I watched the replay of yesterday's show. Being able to jump forward really helped it not seem like your background, Steve?
Wait,
Catch it
what?
on fire.
Oh,
The fire
oh,
background.
Oh,
Got it.
Thank you, guys.
Took me a
And
second.
then
I was
last
like, was
one.
it wooden? I don't understand.
Last one I have is Zara, 10 Aussie. Guy Gleib looks like Bob Ross. I guess blowing up the Old Bailey was a happy little accident.
Oh, I just saw a
And
great
that's-
general come in. Did you just get a new one, Rachel?
Chris Bowers just sent us $5 for Ben's internet, guys.
Yo.
Take him off a piece, Ben. Come on, throw him $6 or something. God damn it!
Oh my god.
Are we ready for our second
We're
comic?
ready.
He's ready. Jesus Christ! All right, our second comic. Why do you have a villain money bag with fake money in it? Jesus Christ, what is happening? I know the answer, but it's fun to ask. All right, we're gonna do our second comic now. Very patient. It's like when you walk into this now, like Katrina knows what she's getting into. The new comics, they're like, "What the fuck is happening?" And it's kind of it takes you a couple hours to catch up, and you may not even catch up till you get here. But he's being a good sport. We appreciate that. He's the host of Dating with No Filter on E. Give him very funny Stephen Furey, everybody. Woo!
What up? Yeah. This show's wild, man. I had no idea. They don't describe this at all in the email whatsoever. The host is wearing white face with afro. I don't know what's happening. Like, should I bail now? But cool. I've also never done a show where the comedian before you gets thrown money and just showered with cash. They're like, now it's your time to go dance, little man. She had people crossing borders to give her money. And now I'm at a self-tape audition. It's good, man. I've been good. I'm getting weird. I'm starting to get too much in my own head, man. It's like the first time I've really been talking to people. I've been getting in touch. I've been learning about myself a lot, and I don't think I like him very much. I'm turning into a man from Florida. You know what I mean? Like this quarantine has turned me into a man from Florida. I'm sitting on my porch, cleaning a gun. I don't have a gun. I don't know where it came from. Just want to go to a beach now. Not an outdoors guy, but I just want to go to a beach. Been noticing 5G towers. It's like, is that a 5G tower or suspicious looking elm? I don't know. But there's a lot of towers in West Hollywood, so I'm probably dying. Also, on the 5G front, right? It gives you corona, and your kid might be autistic. But I think that's a good chalk up to have 5G on my phone. Anyone else? Just me. Let a couple kids go and let your fat cousin die. It's fine. It's fine, dog. We all knew he was gonna die first anyway. Let's be honest. You get married, he had to get 2 plane tickets. It's not really fair anyway. It's just been rough. I've been buying a lot of things. I've been just buying shit. I just bought a magic bullet, so I've been making everything into a margarita. It's very fun, very good time, you know. But margaritas definitely have a different vibe when you drink them in your studio apartment alone, sitting next to your own sink. They are fun. Tell you what, though, I have been drinking a margarita before to go to bed at night. Doesn't help with sleeping, but I have been dreaming that I'm at a Jimmy Buffett concert. Just a little cheeseburger in paradise. Okay, guys, that's all I came up with in quarantine. I've been getting into I've been trying to be a grown-up man because this thing kind of makes me feel. I'll get higher because everyone said they wanted my waist. I've been doing. I look like the guy from 90 Day Fiance. Just looking for my Filipino wife. I've been having a lot of time in my hands. You know, you have a lot of time in your hand when you think you should just like, maybe I'll start picking up reading. You know what I mean? I've never read in college, but maybe I'm gonna start reading. And so I thought like a very, I do karate without a microphone. So, I didn't know that about myself, but watch out. Thank God. Nice job. I don't know if I get back. Okay. Yeah, so I've been getting it. So I thought a book that kind of helped you out when you don't read that much. I thought I would get a book about art, so there's a lot of pictures in it, right? And I learned something. I think everyone in the past was ugly, right? Has anyone else seen a cute person in a picture? I haven't seen one in my life. Mona Lisa's supposed to be the hottest chick ever. I don't even think she'd have 10,000 Instagram followers. You know what I mean? She wasn't that cute. I've never seen a dude in a Hooverville shanty during the Dust Bowl that looked like he could fuck. You know what I mean? I don't know. Old people are ugly. That's all I'm saying. It's been okay though. I'm losing my mind. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been losing my mind. I tried to party by myself one time, right? Because as a comic, you like to go on the road, you like to go to clubs and stuff. And so I was trying to party by myself recently, and I thought it'd make me feel better. But you ever party so long that you hear your neighbors going to work? There's nothing sadder than that moment when you're just geeked out, listening to your neighbors go to work, and it's always trash day for some reason. Like, there's a lot more birds in this neighborhood than I realized. Is that an eagle? Are there eagles in my neighborhood? That one was naughty. I shouldn't have talked about. I think I could do one more bit. I don't know time, space in the new area. So another thing I bought, and this one's a little secret, a little shout out to the Midwestern wives. I just got an Instant Pot. Anyone else fucking with Instant Pots? Woo. Yeah, son. Yeah, I mean, pot roast for every meal. I'm slow cooking everything. I'll put an egg in there. Eat it 6 hours later. It's very tender. I love the Instant Pot. It's my favorite thing in the world. It's my favorite thing to cook in. And what I've really been fucking with is bone broth. Anyone fuck with bone broth out there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody out there, right? Trying to bring awareness to bone broth. And this is the thing, right? People go, Steve, why does a 31-year-old man, suddenly get into bone broth, right? And the answer is easy. Joe Rogan told me to. And as a straight white male, I have to listen to whatever Joe Rogan tells me to do. It's a fact. It's a fact. It's an American fact. Ours knows it. It's written on the inseam of his jacket. His jacket is actually from the Joe Rogan collection. You can see that on there. Tailored by Brian Redband. Inside jokes for the Rogan fans. So I'm trying to make a bone broth, right? But no one ever tells you one thing that you have to do when you make a bone broth: accumulate bones. Very weird thing to do. Not normal. Yeah. Ate a steak with someone. I was like, "Are you going to use that bone?" They're like, "For what? What are you talking about?" The bone. All right. So this is Steve Furey, little bone collector Steve Furey. Didn't think I'd be saying this but I went to the supermarket. I was trying to get some bones. Just trying to get some bones. Don't want to say it too loud. Neighbors might hear some. I am killing people. So I go to Ralph's, right? It's like a supermarket. It's a big supermarket in LA. And I go to the butcher. I'm like, "Hey, man, you got any bones?" And the dude looked like I called him a bitch. He was like, "What did you just say to me?" I was like, "Yeah, just bought a cauldron. Want to know if you have any eye of newt or hair of troll. I don't know what I'm doing with my life anymore. Asking for bones. Very weird." And this is a true story. This is all true. He goes, "Nah, man, we got bones. You got to go to an Asian supermarket. You want bones?" I was like, "Kind of a little bit racist, right? That's a little weird." So I went to an Asian supermarket. I was like, "Do you guys have bones?" Like, "Dude, you could boil a kid here. We don't get a fuck. We have turtles by the bulk. We sell turtles by the bulk. We have bones." What dumbass question are you asking? Turtles in bulk. We sell them. Yes, okay, that's my time. Thank you very much.
Steven Furey, ladies and gentlemen.
Even what you may not know is that bone broth has been a running joke on this show. You can get sponsored by Jamie Kennedy's Bone Broth. Jamie has been recommending that to everybody. That, of course.
It's basically like you said the secret word on Pee Wee's Playhouse. That's why we all went amazing. That's why we all went bananas. You said bone broth. We're like, yeah, bone broth.
But I was like, I thought I finally found friends. I was like,
shit.
people who are like-minded like me.
He was probably like, oh, that was a great joke. People love that joke. By the way, here, we're on Pee Wee's Playhouse now. And if you want to get the large size bone broth, we also offer it in bulk. You can get the large size or the regular, depending on where you shop for your bone broth
I also
needs.
have been making a delicious batch of human bone broth.
Now, by the way, we're doing a little kind of a Zoom, whatever. We're talking about Zoom today and practices. And Steven, this is what I love you. I'm not making fun of you, but here's my favorite thing I think comics haven't figured out yet. You can tape your set list to where your fucking eyes are. You don't have to keep looking over to your notebook.
That's a good point.
Don't keep looking over. It's like, just tape it next to your shit, and then you don't have to look off to the side. I don't know how we haven't figured that out yet. But you're not, every other comic does it that way, where they look, I'm like, no, just, all my shit's taped right under my computer. I can just look down and see it, or look up next to where my eyes are. Anyway.
Yeah,
I was focusing on not karate chopping everything in my apartment. So I'll get the book.
Actually, you actually did
assault charge.
karate chop one of our audience members out of the frame with your 90-Day Fiancé joke, knocked Zara off screen, which was great. By the way, I forgot to say in all this that of course the tip jar is open, top right of the screen. You can Venmo, you can PayPal, Laugh from Home, or you can Super Chat. And Steven, let me just say this, that this show is like a roller coaster. Because by the end of it, you're like, you know, I was scared while it was happening, but now that I understand it, I think I'll do it again. I see that it's harmless, and I think I'll do it again.
Exactly.
No, of all the Zoom shows I've done, your vibe here has been very fun and playful, and that's a hard thing you can get on the Zoom show. So yeah, it was very fun. Thanks for having me.
Well, we appreciate that, and you know, most Zoom shows will actually arrange their Spectrum appointments like before the show, but we do it during. Actually have a bit of a vibe, you know.
Well, in Ben's defense, the cable company telling me he would be here they'd be here sometime in May. So I mean, fuck.
Sometime we'll
you
be
can't
here
say
sometime
no
between May 5th and May 27th. So we'll see you then. No, I actually have a Spectrum appointment tomorrow also, but it is 2 hours before the show. So let's see whether I turn into a supervillain or not. We're gonna find out. Turn into. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
there's no way Ben doesn't call Spectrum and change your appointment right now to the showtime just to fuck with you.
Yeah, but he'll try, but they won't be able to hear him. So that said, Rachel, what do we got coming in?
Yeah, so we've got some tips coming in. We have Dave Adler, $5. It was a pre-set tip that he gave because he said, "Nice couch, Steven. What's the couch/camera for?" Laugh out loud.
Just an amateur audition I got to do later. Going to Burbank later for an audition.
Look, we all got to make things work during these difficult times. That bone broth ain't gonna sell itself.
I got to get you a different kind of bone broth, honestly.
There's a secret word again. Anyway, all right.
Boom.
There we go. All right, what else we got, Rachel?
We've got Jessica in our live audience, tipped $25 and said, "Dance, little man."
Over here, dude. Thank you very much.
We have Kara Layton, $5 for Steve. Very funny. Please come back.
Oh, that's for me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay.
You're the John Campanelli of
yeah.
Two inside.
We have Randy Logmeyer, $5 for Steve. Great set.
Hell
Thanks
yeah,
for
Randy.
being here.
Thank you, Randy. Appreciate it.
We've got Tyler Stevens, $3 for Steve F. So sorry, Steve H.
We gotta stop booking comics with our same names. I think that should be a rule. No Ben's,
Yeah.
Chris's,
After me, no
Steve's,
more.
or
After me,
Rachel's.
no
That's
more.
it.
Well, there's
That's
no
it.
Chris's. Chris's are fine. It's just we can't book any more Bowerses.
Yeah, no Byron Bowers is not allowed to do the show.
Yeah. No, I'd take
All
Byron
right.
Bowers. He'd do the show.
All right.
We've
Thanks for
got-
the soft confession of who you would book.
I'm saying Byron Bowers is very funny. Most Bowerses are hilarious. Every Bowers I've met is fucking hilarious, except for all of my family.
Every Barris you've met, you and one other of the Barris. Jesus. All right. You know what? It might have been all the lead poisoning. Let's be honest.
Well.
All right.
All
What else we
right.
got?
We have Chris Jacobs, $10 for Steven. Welcome to Margaritaville Quarantine Edition.
Fuck yeah. Thank you, Jacob.
Amin Salah, $5. Steve, I couldn't think of a way to end nursing school finals.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Nice. Thank you. I think that's good.
Derek T, $5 for Stephen Furey. Very funny. Oh my God, I just saw the camera.
Nice.
Hard to
Here's
do.
how dumb I am. During the sound check, we were trying to convince you. We were trying to get your phone higher. I almost said, "Can you put it on that camera?" And then I went, "Fuck, that's not real. That's a background, you jackass."
Take one of the couch cushions off. If you take one of the couch cushions off, the phone up on the couch.
I swear,
cushion,
I thought that.
You know,
hell, just stand on the couch. That way, you'll be up higher. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have Andrew Lay, $30. Steven, you got to dance for that broth. Great set.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. Dancing. I'll dance for $30. I would have danced for $7. Don't tell him though. Hey!
We've got Duntalk, 25 Canadian for Steven for a supply of Jamie Kennedy's bone broth.
Nice.
Get it, I'll make some calls.
And then we have some generals. We've got
That was fun.
Dave Adler tipped the show. He said, I too had Spectrum at my house today. I called with the internet issue and they were there in 3 hours. Problem solved in half an hour.
Well, there you go.
Was that just
he in
a flex?
Guy Fawkes mask?
It sounded like it.
My cable guy kicks your cable guy's ass, pussy.
Is he supposed to tell his guys that so they'll work faster?
No, I think what he's saying is code for Ben. They're not Spectrum guys. You're getting robbed. Just take a half hour. We're just letting you know.
They're staking the joint. Get the fuck out of there.
Good looking out. They're gonna steal all your props and sell them for 30 cents. So hurry.
All right. We've got Andrew, $10. This goes to Ben for having to pay for upfront fees with his crap internet. Best of luck, Big Ben. We've got Tesha, tip the show to the Spectrum text from one employee to another. I'm sorry for Gleib.
Sorry, I'm just spotlighting Steven briefly. Just
Hey!
celebrating all your tips, folks. That's
Yeah,
what's
it's
going
like,
on.
I already called my weed dude. I was like, yeah, come on over here. I got 40 Canadian for you.
Yeah, it took Steve $7,000 to smoke weed on camera. It took Steven $7.
I would have done it for less.
We had another tip for Steve come in from Zara in our live audience. 25 Aussie. Furey, your set was the median length of a preview. Finish strong.
Oh, nice. I think that was a compliment. I'm not really sure.
It was Australian money and an Australian compliment. You don't really know how it works out or what the conversion rate is, but you're happy.
Anyway.
Like, I think it's real.
It was.
Oh, the
It
casting
was a
couch
casting
joke.
joke.
Well, yeah.
yes,
Finish
sorry,
strong, money shot. Oh,
Yeah.
By the way,
none of us are thinking we would pay Steven to have sex. That's why it didn't register. We didn't think
I
that was a
hate
real
that. I'm
thing.
like, guys, come on, it's a
You haven't
casting.
read
Don't
my
you
blog.
guys watch? Never mind.
We also have, this one's a bit rude, and I don't know if Gleib is still on, but Joseph Cruz, $5 for the show. Why does Ben have to be the center of attention all the time? I'll throw in $100 just to have been muted for 30 minutes, which he kind of has been now, right?
Oh shit!
I wonder if Ben saw that.
I think
You
he
should have
just
been like,
paid
I'll
off
fix Ben's
guys.
cable if he. Oh.
Yeah.
Ben's gonna come on and just go time, and we'll know why.
We have Derek T just tipped Furey $5 for that bond
Hell
break.
yeah.
Rip, here's a 5 on me.
Nice.
Yeah,
By the way, wait,
buddy.
Rachel, with the rude comment, how much did he tip?
$5.
$5.
Well, then he owes us 95. Ben's been off camera for a half hour.
There's no way Ben doesn't have a clock running.
Yeah.
He's just in his office, just rocking back and forth, waiting for a half an hour to be over. Just, almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there. Holy shit, it's been only 3 minutes. Oh my god.
I'd say Ben's going to get really offended when he watches this part of the show, but he doesn't watch the show. So.
I feel like his clock is on a stick of dynamite, though. And it's under the Louvre for some reason.
It's just to distract us from him poisoning the water supply this whole time. Zara just gave us a Dr. Evil. What else we got?
We've got Andrew, $10 for the show. Bowers is Don Cherry's librarian stunt double with all those killer suits of his.
Oh, holy
Yes.
shit. That is a deep
It's a
cut.
deep pull, but I love Don Cherry, baby. Well, not anymore. He
Yeah.
got in trouble. But before he got in trouble, he was a good guy.
Yeah. It wasn't him
Turns out-
getting in trouble. It was him resetting the clock in the warehouse. That was
That's true. Yeah, that's what it was. But I'm saying my dad was a big John Cherry guy growing up because he had the cool hats and ties and stuff. I've just seen that guy forever.
Yeah.
Canadian hockey announcer. That's what he is. No one ever knows what the fuck that is, but
No.
yeah.
His
right.
racism is like 1.25 Rs.
We've got Super Chat Tim Farron, $10. He wants a shout out to his wonderful wife, Carrie Farron. So, hello.
We refuse to give a shout out to Carrie Farron. No matter what you say, we will not give a shout out to Carrie
I think I
Farron.
know that person.
Carrie Farron.
Absolutely.
Carrie
Straight up
Farron, Carrie Farron.
confused by love. The fuck?
Like, wait, I heard the word wonderful, but I also heard the word wife, and I don't understand how
He's
they...
Why would you shout out your wife? Oh God!
25 bucks.
Thrown.
25 bucks? Sit
Now
down.
your
I
wife
gotta
is
sit
an
down.
entire segment.
Yeah, I gotta sit down. I gotta sit this one off. Take a load off on my dirty couch.
Oh shit.
And I'm caught up.
All right,
Good,
is it
good.
time for the
'Cause
game?
By the way, Stephen put that background on because here is his house, so he wanted to make sure.
I mean, I could show. What's funny, actually, to be honest with you, is you guys did that tiny house thing. I don't think there could be a tiny house smaller than my studio apartment. Watch. How do I get
All
the
right, we're gonna
background
see
off?
this. While he's doing this, I'll hang out.
There we
here.
go.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay. So that's the kitchen. Pretty clean. Not bad. There's my bar.
Ooh,
right?
pretty
Pretty clean.
countertops.
Yeah. And then there's my bed.
Oh shit!
So I would love to upgrade to a tiny house one day, but I can't really afford that right now.
By the
I am
way,
living in a tough shed, though. I do live in a tough shed.
Katrina, you just said nice countertops. You can't make that plural when it's one piece.
Also,
It's a
it's
top.
just a cutting board. It's just a cutting board.
Not tops.
I put it on my armoire and pretend it's a counter.
Do you use these backgrounds when you fuck so the girls think your apartment's bigger?
Yeah. Just like stare into the TV.
Yeah.
That's the house hunters.
Unfortunately, the TV is like just an iPhone right there. That's all it is.
It's like Michael Scott's TV on the wall, that his plasma TV that was like this big. So
Yeah.
it goes right into the wall.
Well, it's got to fit. So, all right, Rachel, we're all caught up. Let's do the game.
And time.
Where's he at?
Jesus Christ. He wasn't even on the call. How did he do that? Who told him to do that?
Totally can be quiet for 3 minutes. put this down before it explodes, okay? Somewhere very carefully.
Holy shit.
Oh my
Which
God.
one of you motherfuckers texted him? Because I didn't give him the heads up on that.
I don't even have his number. I'm sweating. Oh my God.
May I ask, is this your card?
Get the fuck out
Powers
of here.
just died.
Oh my God.
It is, Ben. It is my card.
Oh.
How did you know that was my card? That's so amazing.
But Bowers, is this your card?
Oh,
Whoa,
that's
that was
actual
like
magic.
that was legit. By the way, no, Bowers, that was not actual magic. We didn't just see a dragon fly by.
Can I
He
just
did slide a
say-
hand. He did slide a hand. That was
no,
actual magic.
it was fantastic sleight of hand, but I just love the idea that you're like, actual magic is alive
Ow,
in the
I-
world.
I meant actual sleight of hand, not fake sleight of hand. Was
Yeah.
what I was doing when I mailed you the card. But
It
anyway,
was,
yes,
It
Rachel.
was great.
Joseph Cruz made good on his promise and just tipped the show $100 and said he's only
Oh! Nice.
word. You should go to the
Dude.
people to Spectrum for silencing Ben.
I feel like you guys.
Sleight of hand? How's that sleight of hand? Whoa.
Dude,
Someone is being kind of queen of heartless, aren't they?
Ben,
Dude,
I
I-
love you so much.
I feel like you guys
Ditto,
have
Katrina.
somehow tapped into like the Illuminati. I don't know this much people with this much money to donate to things in my life. This is amazing. I don't know
Well,
if you guys, if this is one
wait,
of Ben's super PACs
Steven.
or what happened.
By the way, Ben only had regular packs. They weren't super.
Oh, okay. But it's like everyone's like,
I
yeah,
love
here's
I love that
$100,
Steven
little man dance, and I'm like, what's happening?
I love that Steven is like, I don't understand why you get where you guys get all this money, and we're supposed to be surprised by that. You're in a 4 square foot apartment.
He's
You
like,
have to
I don't
leave your
know people.
shoes. You have to leave your shoes in the hallway because they won't fit. Like that's.
Yeah.
He's like,
It's actually
how do you
made
know
of
so many
Lincoln
people with?
logs.
How do you know so many people with $15?
Oh.
This is amazing. I don't have 10 friends with $15. Are you crazy? If I did, I'd have roommates.
And I finally got out of my parents' house. I put a lock on the front door.
I know what happened, but your sound just got super loud.
Oh, mine?
Oh, shit.
No, Bowers.
Oh, sorry.
Funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Rachel, let's play the game. What do we got?
Is that a teeny tiny Christopher Columbus?
That's a vintage lady.
It's like famous
Yeah.
racist
Oh, okay.
people in history. And he just brings it out.
All right. Is there anybody in our live audience? So Zara, Lola, Chris Jacobs. Any of you guys want to give? Lola's raising her hand, her tiny hand.
Oh my God, Lola has a tiny hand.
Lola's a tiny hand! Yay, Lola!
Oh, where's Lola?
Oh, it flips people off too.
Oh my gosh.
We sent her those the first day, but they take a while to get to Europe. So, by the
Lola,
way,
do you have a
I did just
answer?
have someone. I did before we do this. Let me just say, I did just have someone file a complaint because they ordered a book off my website, and they're in Europe, and it's taken a couple weeks to get there. And it's like, you understand, mail's shut down, right? Like you get that customs is a thing, and there's COVID, and they're like, but I want it now. So that's just thought I'd complain about that. Sorry, go ahead, Lola. What was your?
Don't you hate it when people all over the world buy your merch and they bitch how quickly
No,
they
it's
get it?
nice. Look, my friends the Illuminati are getting upset, all right? No, I'm just saying, it's fucking COVID. Shit's gonna be delayed. Like, we should know that shit gets delayed right now. It's not, the whole world is closed.
If you buy my book, I'll drive it to your house, even if you're in fucking Europe. I don't give a shit.
If you buy Jamie Kennedy's book, Bowers will drive it to your house, apparently. So,
By the way, he hit me up today and go, were you serious about shipping out my DVDs? I said, yeah, I'll come get him. He goes, all right.
he's gonna pay you in bone broth. All right. Sorry, what do we
Yeah,
got,
because the
Lola?
resale on that is expensive.
never fucking learned how to read.
Nice.
19.
Oh, yeah.
My God.
Wasn't upset about the rest of it at all. So he's all right. What else we got?
Everything now.
Zara, you want to go?
I got
No.
nothing. I got nothing. I'm
Okay, perfect. I'm happy with that.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So I actually had 4 unpaid ones that I liked, and then we'll vote on the other ones. So
If
are
these
the
are
unpaid
complimentary.
Yeah, right.
Not really. I was
Okay.
not. Yeah. So Shelly, Queen Rachel, Hooked on Phonics did not work for me.
Nice.
All right. Allison, Queen Rachel, the 4th leg of a tripod.
That's pretty good.
Was try wait was try spelled TRY?
Oh, that would be funny too.
Because we are clearly a tripod for sure.
Yeah. The next member here of the tripod.
How's my sound? Is it okay?
Oh,
Yeah.
Better
Okay.
than before. Yeah.
People were commenting. Ashley, Queen Rachel, this crown isn't worth it.
That's really good.
And then the last one I like, this one's gonna be hard for me. Greg Murphy, Queen Rachel, the Schadenfreude of orthohonlaryngological Flossenellucification.
Whatever that was supposed to be, we know what it wasn't. So that was
All right. So these
Nicely
are the
done.
paid entries, and so these are the ones that comics you guys will vote on too. We vote on our favorites. So, all right,
Cool.
first one, Razor, starting us off. Rachel's autobiography: A Queen's Time in the SDSC. It hurts and it feels good, all at the same time, like those turbo farts you get when you sneeze.
that is quite a long title. Where does that go in the Dewey Decimal System? I don't know where that one goes.
Is that fart
title's-
books? Is that queen books? I don't know what kind of book that is.
Is the
It's a
title
sneeze book
supposed
for
to
sure.
leave you with questions? What the fuck is a turbo fart?
That's
Don't
why
make
you read the book.
Got me.
All right, what else we got?
We've got Diana game. Me talk pretty one day.
Nice.
All right.
That's awesome.
Amin Sala, the female Gump. My education's like a box of chocolates. It didn't last long.
There was double misdirection on that one. Nicely done.
Great.
Tyler Stevens, how I became a mother to 3 older men.
Nice.
Be good.
To the rescue. This is on behalf of Jen Winkleplex. I answered a Craigslist ad, The Diary of Queen Rachel.
I like that.
No, the sad part is she knew us before the show, and she still did this.
Why did Steve become Christopher Walken there? Steve was like, you knew us before the show. What was that?
I just figured I wanted someone
Oh,
to be
that-
doing impressions on the show, so
Yeah,
I figured I'd give it a shot.
He had to pick up the bad impression slack from somewhere because you were gone.
Oh shit! I wasn't even saying it that way.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
shit! Bowers
No,
was just
no.
meaner than I was. What just happened?
No, that's okay. You're breaking up, Bowers. I didn't hear that.
Turns out the internet didn't get it installed right.
You realize that my impression of you, Ben, is just you doing a Trump impression. That's how that's my impression of Ben, is Ben doing a Trump. Anyway, go ahead, Rachel. Sorry, that wasn't funny. I have one every so often where it's not funny. I get it. My bad.
Yeah, soft impressions. Go for it.
I just got a comment from E-Hole Super Chat. He said, wait, women vote?
If they
all
did,
right.
Ben would still be in this race.
Sweet. Thank you so much. You're saying women across the country embrace me, and I appreciate that.
Yes, and I meant it seriously and not sarcastically at all.
Oh, that's even better.
I've seen women across the country embrace you, Ben.
Is this the day that this show breaks up? Is that what's happening?
No, that was episode that was episode 38. And we made it through it.
All All right. Evan Greenberger. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right, stuck in the middle on Zoom.
Great.
Nice.
Wow. It's so good.
These are all great. Oh my God, it's gonna be impossible to vote.
I love that I don't feel like it's a proper roast. This is great.
Yeah, we saw what happened when we did this with Ben. I mean, with mine were kind of mean. Bowers were kind of mean. Ben, they torched the fuck out of him. And Rachel, they're like, we like her. We really like her.
All right. Zara came up with one. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Heavier the load of carrying a show with 3 comedians during COVID.
Yeah, Rachel's the only non-comic on the show.
Jeremy Day.
Thank you, Steve. I really appreciate you saying that finally. You know what? This whole time I thought you didn't count me in your ranks, but thank you so much. You know what? Oh, God, that feels good. That's the best. That's the best thing you've
I
ever
forgot
said to
Bowers
me.
was on the show.
Oh, Bowers. Bowers is one of the people on the show, right?
Bowers on
Two
the show, too.
non-comics. Two
Sorry,
non-comics,
I thought,
two comics.
Bowers, I thought you were you had a front row ticket. I didn't realize this whole time.
No.
But if somebody does win this game, they will win 2 of my albums, 5 of Steve albums, and 5 of Bowers' spoken word albums.
Yeah, if you guys want Bowers' TED Talks, they have been recorded. So.
Soft confessions. Right. Turn your volume up.
Oh my, go ahead. It wasn't gonna be funny. I figured it out. I'm like, nope. Let's go.
That's the name of his. That's the name of his next album. It wasn't gonna be funny. I figured it out. It's 1 track.
off the box set, the White Flag series.
Don't worry. There's nothing on the album you heard tonight.
Yeah. All right, what do we got, Rage?
Wow.
We've got Jeremy Day. Tortilla leaf fed up with reading all of these damn words.
Nice.
Thank you, Tortilla.
Look at this one. Done talk. I'm surrounded by idiots. My autobiography.
Nice.
Rude. Lola. Lola just read hers, so we're good there. Daniel Graves. God save the queen from these 3 idiots.
I love. Why is Rachel's a roast of us? That's not fair.
Yep.
That's how much they love her. That's how much they love her, dude. That's great.
This is great. This is a great episode. 10 out of 10.
Next week we should do an autobiography of the audience.
Yes.
We actually should. Write that down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down. I'm writing that down right now.
All right.
Are you gonna write that down?
I'm writing it down. It's actually written down right now.
Shit.
Think about writing it if you can.
I'll write it down too, just for fun. I'll write it down.
Great, thank you.
Written down.
Everybody should write it down.
Hey, Katrina, can you write that down?
I'm gonna make a note.
Excellent.
I'm gonna write it down also, and time.
And when your internet comes back on, can you jot that down?
Hey
Absolutely.
Siri, make an appointment for tonight at 10 p.m. to write down that I need to have them roast the audience next week.
But he's talking to an Alexa. That's the problem.
Yeah.
All right. Amin Salah. Me fail phonics. That's impossible.
Nice.
Joseph Cruz. Looked on Phoenix and how it worked for me.
Oh, nice.
Looked on Phoenix.
That's a pretty solid one right there. That is nice.
What the fuck is this next one? Ron Gould. Oviviparity, Africotropism, prestidigitation, and other triple word scores.
I heard prestidigitation. Prestidigitation is a real word.
Yeah,
I think some of them were.
I don't know. Frank Notaro, Street Smarts. SDSC speech pathologist, Queen Rachel, brought to you by Hermone.
Nice.
I love it.
Deanie McQueen, these three jokers, the true story of a comedian wrangler.
Nice.
And I think this is the last one I have. Jeremy Day. Eyebrows for jobs on ZipRecruiter during the show.
Eyebrows for jobs.
All right, that was it.
All right.
Very
So,
good. That was great.
That was
Stephen
awesome.
Fury, what was your favorite?
I'm gonna go either. I got two. It's kind of the second one before the last one, and probably the Steve Miller Band one. That one was pretty dope.
Okay. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Stuck in the middle of Zoom. All right, Katrina.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. I'm gonna go Heavy as the Crown one.
Okay.
Cool.
I liked
Stuck in
it.
the middle of
There were
Zoom and
so
Heavy
many
as the
good
Crown.
ones though.
So many
Absolutely.
great ones. I think I'm going, Rachel, are you going to vote last or first? What do you want to do, Rach?
I mean,
Who's
I
your
can't
favorite?
vote first, can I? Because you guys already started the vote.
Well, I'm saying, like, do you want to vote? I meant of the tripod. That
Rachel
is the
should
four
get to
people.
vote last. I think she should get
Okay,
to vote
that was my
last.
question. So I liked
Okay.
the Looked on Phoenix. Looked on Phoenix was my
Oh,
favorite.
that
That's
one was
really good.
Looked on
Right.
Phoenix was pretty amazing for sure, but I don't know how you top jokers to the left of me, clowns to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle on Zoom. That's pretty amazing. That's my vote.
that was
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, that is also my vote. And by the way, Bowers, I wrote it down as well, just in case.
Thank you.
Quick.
So it's what I do. Rather than write jokes, I just make Zoom backgrounds now. Steven, it's the life I've chosen for myself. So,
Dude.
all right. So we got I think 3 votes of that or
Yeah,
4. I think
three.
I
That
think
was
that
3.
one's
So,
yeah
Rachel.
3. I think you
Yeah.
that wins.
It
no matter
doesn't
what.
matter,
What do you
but
got?
that was my favorite too. That one was my favorite. Stuck in the middle of Zoom.
Yeah. I also really liked how I became a mother to 3 older men. But Stuck in the Middle of Zoom was my choice.
Comics, did you either one of you have any?
No, I couldn't think of anything that quick, man.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not that cool.
Okay.
I was trying to think of
problem.
like the miseducation of Rachel something, but man, that's as far as I got.
Ben, did you have 11 or 12 that go randomly around?
We don't. I have 2 of them on account of the work team that was here distracting me during the episode. But I've got 2. One's only half worked out in my brain, but something to the effect of, we sure do. The true tales of my time on SDSC and how I wanted to get away from these clowns. And Joey says we sure do at the beginning when she's asked if we have super chats. And we sure do. And it's always like not excited. It's always like, we sure do. We sure do. And that's when you can hear her first words, and she's not underwater. So the other title I have is and other true confessions from my time at SDS.
Bowers, did you have any?
I don't play the game, you know that. I just
By the way, I was surprised that Ben only had 2, considering he had that writer's room going on during the show. I have a couple.
No,
Go for it.
No.
I have a couple. I've got 3 men and an annoyed lady.
That's a good one.
I've got buffering an internet story. I have Off the Mark but on Fleek, a book about pronunciation and eyebrows.
Oh, great!
And then I also have one that Stephen Fury accidentally named it, which is Should I Bail Now? Story of Queen Rachel. Yeah, absolutely. But we love our queen. All hail the queen.
I just thought of one more. It could be the tortilla that wraps around a bunch of filler that's bad for you.
That's I'm glad the game wasn't quite over yet. And then we went back to that one.
How about the one who couldn't get out of the cuckoo's nest? Nothing? Okay. That's as close as I got.
You didn't even
That's
give
why I
us
don't
a
play the game.
chance
That's
to
why I don't play the game.
respond.
That's why I don't play the game.
By the way, I love that. You're like, how about also this one? You know what? It's not a very good one. I don't like this one at all. And I don't even know why I did it.
I have never heard a comic more rapid fire out loud critique themselves than Bowers. Like, I was gonna say something, you know what? It didn't work. We'll take it all back. Nope, never mind. Like, that's what I do inside my head, and Bowers is just like letting us all in.
It's here's the thing. Bowers does a ton of like workshop open mics, but he doesn't have anyone else there. It's just him with his own jokes. And him just responding to himself over and over again. Be like, here's why that one didn't work. And like, that's the whole.
I want to see him hit on a girl.
Okay, I get it.
I see him hit on a girl. He was like, hey, you want to go out? No, you don't. Everyone hates me. I cried. I'm sorry, even asked.
Just like.
He just disappeared into his couch. Wait, how did Steven do that? He only has 4 steps to walk in his whole apartment. How the fuck did he just do that?
Oh my God.
Did you just film yourself going into the hallway? What just happened?
Okay. I don't know if this is going to be funny or not, and I'm going to try not to fucking self-against, but I'm not kidding. This is what happened last night. I wrote a joke, and I tried to call my buddy who I talked to jokes through with on FaceTime, but he didn't answer the phone, and so I'm like, I'm just going to record this on my phone. So I just recorded myself, and I was real high, and then I started talking the joke through with myself on my video, like I was recording my. So I basically FaceTimed myself and worked a joke out with me. I'm not making that up.
How did that work out for you?
It was fun. I feel like the person, like I gave myself really good tags because my brain thinks like my brain thinks. So it wasn't like a tag I didn't want. Like my brain gave me a tag. I'm like, fucking great tag, me. It was fucking.
Oh my God, Bowers,
Weirdly.
you know what you should say right there? Oh my God, Bowers, you're the best.
Also,
I'm doing the bit. I would stop and I go, no, obviously don't do it that way, dummy, because I'm going to watch this tomorrow. I'm like, don't do it that way. Do it this way, and then I would break back into the bit.
My favorite part was that at the end of that joke, Bowers tipped himself on Venmo.
And for some reason, I don't know if it's a confidence thing, when he does his own at-home open mics, he still goes up 30th.
Humble, to stay humble.
It is, that's right. And he flashes himself after 2.5 minutes.
Well,
get off, buddy. All right, we got you.
All right.
I don't flash myself. That's a whole different video. Okay.
Yeah, Rachel, do we have anything to catch up on?
We do. We've got 4 things. So E-Hole said, you're great, gents, but Rachel makes this happen. Thanks, E-Hole.
Yes,
Nice.
that's true.
And then Zara, $5. Bowers, you should wear a starry jacket every day because the No Pants crew think your comedy is interstellar and your kindness is out of this world.
Whoa,
thanks,
that was
guys.
very.
Is everyone Team Bowers now? Fuck.
Pretty much. They love me, man.
We have
Everyone is Team Bowers except Bowers. What the fuck?
It was real.
This is a real thing. So I FaceTime.
Why don't you join the team, Bowers? How about that?
Thursday night when I drank the 14 shots of Fireball and 10 beers and I was just fucking hammered and blacked out. I don't remember
Nice.
FaceTime Ben. Apparently, I FaceTimed the No Pants people. I went to the Zoom with a couple of them. With Winklepleck was there and a couple others. And the next day she texted, she's like, "Did you get the pee off your wall?" And I'm like, "Did I pee on my wall?" She's like, "I think so. You said that while you were FaceTime." I'm like, "Oh fuck, sorry guys."
Reminder: it looked like this. It looked like this.
Yes, exactly what it looked like.
By the way, Bowers, just a heads up, if you didn't tell that story, none of us would have known that you had peed on your wall. Just to let you know.
Yeah, but it's so funny. That's my thing. I think it's so funny that it doesn't matter.
Is that what all the records are covering? All right.
Yes, it was the bathroom wall, not my regular wall, Dick. I'm saying.
It doesn't matter.
That makes me
What?
What?
That made me feel a lot better.
Yeah.
He pees on the R. Kelly album that's in the corner.
I'm just trying to do my part.
my
man. I'm just
God.
trying to do my part.
If I have a son, that's how I'm gonna potty train him. And R.
It's a
Kelly
puppy
B.
pee pad in an R. Kelly
Yeah.
album, right?
What's the name of this album? Retribution? That's what the name of this album is. All right, Rachel, what else we got?
Joseph Cruz, $5. Bowers only voted for Looked on Phoenix, but because he knew that I'm an Indianapolitan.
No, well,
Whatever.
You go.
There you
I
go.
don't know what that means.
Go in.
And then the
He's from
last
Indianapolis.
one Andrew Lay, last one. Just a late game entry. Technical difficulties and how to be a babysitter for free comics.
Nice.
Nice. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Ben
Rachel
knows,
is available
guys.
for online babysitting. All right,
Okay,
so
so-
we're gonna say goodbye to the in studio audience right now. Thank y'all so much. We're happy to have you as always.
Thank you
so
for
thank
being
you so
here
much.
with us.
Yep, if you guys want to join us in Lola with her tiny hands, if you want to join us in the future, you could do so at laughfromhome.com, and of course that's how to claim your prize as well when you win one of the contests. Go to laughfromhome.com, shoot us an email, and that's the way that works.
And just quickly before our comics plugs, since we're doing all the behind the scenes stuffs on camera today, I think the three of us should do our plugs before our cameras go off, so we're not plugging the very end of the show. Let's do the comics plugs, then our plugs, then we can say our goodbyes. You know what I'm saying?
All right, cool. We'll do that.
Okay.
Great.
Stephen Furey, where can we find you in the world?
I was trying to tell people thank you on your thing. Oh, I'm right here. Hey, follow me on Instagram at Scuba Steve Fury. If you want to watch the show, it comes out in the next month on the 1st, and it's just a stupid dating show. I don't know if you like it or not. But thank you for having me on, fellas. Really appreciate it. And
So
Rachel,
funny, man. Thank you.
Great job,
Thank
buddy.
you so much. That was fun. That was a great day.
Thanks,
Nicely
man.
done.
Katrina, how do we find you out in the world?
Hi, y'all. You can find me at Katrina Savad. It's just Davis backwards. It's nothing fancy, but I'm my website and Instagram and Twitter and all that stuff's the same thing. And thank you so much. Today was especially righteous. So thank you. It was so
Happy birthday,
fucking
Katrina.
fun.
You're amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks so much.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday, Katrina.
Thanks. Love y'all.
Love you.
Well, this is the busiest week I've had in comedy my whole life, and I'm not kidding. We had a couple corporates and a bunch of other stuff going on. I had shows every night. Tonight's the first night I don't have any shows, so I'm just going to get drunk on Zoom with my friends and hang out. And here's the little tip, and I don't know if I've said this already, but take your laptop or whatever and put it on where you have to stand up to talk to people, and then you feel like you're at a real bar. You're just standing up. If you sit on your couch, it's like you're at your house. So it's stand up, and it feels like you're at a bar, and follow me at Bowers Comedy. Thanks.
Love that.
I don't know why I said thanks, but whatever.
Okay, bye everybody.
Oh shit!
Bye, Rachel.
Sorry, Rachel. I forgot. God damn it!
I'm going
No,
out
Rachel.
there.
I'm a
No,
dick.
I
It's
knew I was going out there.
Wait,
It's
why is
Rachel
Ben off
Day.
camera now?
Yeah, I don't know why Ben left. I don't know. Maybe the guys are back. Rachel, we do love you, and you do keep this whole thing going, and we appreciate that. And thank you for. I mean, honestly, I can't give you more love. You're the best, and I will have my hot dog pillow on my desk for the rest of my life because this has been an amazing experience, and you've been a big part of it. So thank you so much.
All right. Yeah, I am terrified whenever Ben shuts his camera off before he's supposed to, because that means something's about to happen. So maybe I can do my plugs really quick, and then we can end the show before it happens. Okay. I have a show tonight. I'm doing the Ask Us Anything show with. Oh, that's probably a prop dropping. I doing the Ask Us Anything show with Daniel Muggleton as I do every Saturday. It's super fun. It grows every week. The audience is a huge part of it. And then tomorrow, I'm so excited to be hosting 2 shows tomorrow at the Nowhere Comedy Club, starring the winners of the Martin Grant. So the folks that this show has been supporting, if you want to see their stand-up comedy, you can do that. 4 different comics on each show. I am hosting each show, so 5 different comics. I count. You can see them all do their time. They're each one individually hilarious, lots of different styles. They will appeal to everyone. And so check that out. It's the winners of the Martin Grant at the Nowhere Comedy Club tomorrow. And I think I gave Ben enough time to come back on camera before I shut my camera off. Is that? Yep, that was probably going to happen. I am not surprised. This is Guy Fawkes at a soccer game. That's what's happening here. Bye, everybody.
Well, thank you for being here with us today. Ben asked me to plug that he's headlining this Tuesday at the Nowhere Comedy Club, all improvised, called Gleib Off the Top. And tonight, he is hosting for Erica Rhodes, former guest here on SDSC. Wonderful person, and very funny human being. But before we end the broadcast today, I must ask you to reflect on one simple thing. When you look back on your life, when you look back on this time of pandemic, I want you to ask yourself, Evie, do you feel proud of the way you spent it? Do you feel proud that you knew SDSC existed and you never tuned in? Or tuned in once and didn't make time again because you had things to do or a family to take care of or other responsibilities? I hope you look back on your life and realize you spent it wisely. Spent it with the Isolation Nation, because even though we are alone, we are one revolutionary unit here together. And we will be together for as long as you believe in your soul. We will be together. YOLO Solo!
What's in the box?